Hey guys, James the Rambling Dasher, and we are back. Hey, it is Wednesday. After taking off Tuesday this week, I know last week was kind of crazy in that we got 6 days of deliveries in just to try to get platinum, and we did, so I'm very proud of that. If you're joining us for the first time, we are going dashing, and this is just basically a ride-along video. I've already accepted my first offer. It was like 7 something for 7 miles, I think, and I'm a couple miles away, maybe for a couple miles away from the pizza place, so we're gonna go pick that up. But yeah, we just go in here, we talk about door dashing, accepting, declining, ranting over stuff. But I'm very happy that we worked our tails off last week, got where we needed to be so that we can hopefully get decent orders. I will say I feel strongly that there's a huge difference between platinum and silver in this new rating system. So talked to some people, I talked to a person today that's still in the old rating system that lives in Indiana, so it was interesting to hear that. I just figured we would be one of the last places that get migrated over, but you never know. Yeah, they've got different people at different levels around the United States, so I don't fully understand the process. But I think they test things out, and then they, if it works good, they leave it in. If they tweak it or whatever. So I feel like this is going to be beneficial for people that stay platinum. It might not be beneficial for those who think they can just go out there and dash for a little while and decline and still get good orders. They might be able to do it. I don't know. I don't know that they can. Maybe. I suppose if they keep their AR above 50 or so, which is not that bad, not that good either, but still, if they keep their AR around 50 and all their other metrics, their on time, their completion, their ratings, their customer ratings have to be high, all the rest of them have to be really high. If you dropped around 50% on your AR, then you can still be platinum, I think, because the ratings don't count for as much as what they used to in the old system. It's still one of the metrics, but it's not heavily relied on as much as it used to be. You had to stay above 70% AR to be platinum. If you weren't, then you dropped. Nothing else to it. So anyway, all right, I'm at this pizza place. I'm gonna hit pause. You guys won't miss anything, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We were in there for quite a long time. It says a 13-minute delivery, so I am going to, yep, 16 one way, 13 another. So we're gonna see about getting out of this place. Oh, and try to get it down there. So here's the deal. It's like with this on-time delivery, I'm on a timer. So they say drop it off by 4:34, and the GPS says it's going to take you till 4:33 to get there. So I have the okay. I don't know what my kid is sending me a mess. I did it and we'll be done soon. Okay. And I've already forgot what I sent him. So I think he had some chemistry homework or something. Anyway, so all right, GPS, don't fail me now. All right. So my last video that just came out today was something about the GPS failed and the pizza was late, but I still made $157. So that was from Friday night. The Dashing in the Dark from Friday night just released today, which is Wednesday, October 1st. Wow. October 1st, people. It is crazy that, oh, look at that, no traffic. for at least 3 seconds. So we made it. All right, so October 1st. So that is 9 whole months are gone this year. That is crazy. It's a little overcast today, or some big puffy clouds floating around, so it's just like weirdly bright. My glasses are just as dirty as the windshield on this car, so maybe it'll cut down on. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, DoorDash. So, like I said before, last week I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I think I got about 70 something deliveries in the week. And I needed to get through a bunch of late deliveries from the last 100, because most of your metrics go on a rolling 100 average. And if you, I'm glad I got on the freeway, because it is backed up on the access road. If you do some bad things, like a bunch of late deliveries, or the computer is messed up, which I claim that DoorDash's metrics were calculating incorrectly for a lot. But they started I think they started cleaning them up a bit, right? So towards the end of, especially the end of last week, I started hitting streaks of no late deliveries. Now, I can tell you, I just had a pop-up on my screen when I started DoorDash today, and it says, congratulations, 50 no late deliveries in a row. And I'm like, I don't know about that, because I know I did one Saturday, well, I think I did one on Monday. But I'm still pretty high on all my metrics right now, because I think my overall rating is at 92. And you got to have an 85 to be platinum. So I've got my acceptance rate up there, higher than it's been in a long time. At one time this summer, I got my AR up to around 93, 94, because when I took a month off, you have to come back. Oh crap, I gotta go across the freeway here. And this guy's turning, so I can squeeze in front of him, and then behind this dude that jumped out there. So anyway, all right, sorry. So we went on an extended trip where I worked from the apartment we rented for a month in Lisbon. And when we came back, DoorDashing, I was not platinum anymore, because at the time the metric says, hey, you got to have 100 dashes in a 30-day window in your last 30 days, and if you don't, then you get dinged for it and knocked off a platinum. So I had to work in the next few, it took me 2.5 weeks of just doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday deliveries to get back to platinum. And it was frustrating, because my goal was to hit every single order, to try to, because it's 100 deliveries, not 100 offers, right? If you decline, then you're never going to get those offers taken care of, and you're never going to be platinum, because you won't hit 100. So I accepted every single order and did the best that I could, and it took me about 2.5 weeks. Because I averaged maybe, especially being lower level tier, you might not get as many orders as a platinum driver might in the same amount of time, let's say. Platinums are supposed to get offers a little bit faster, and in this new ranking system, they get them considerably faster than silver. Because when they switched over from the old system to the new system, they grandfather you in for like a week. They said, hey, we're going live today, but you'll have your platinum status for a week. After that, you have whatever the new system tells you have, right? So the metrics for me, what are you people doing? The metrics for me we're fine except for the on time. All of a sudden, I can't get any on time deliveries. And every single delivery is late, 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 late. So I don't know what they were doing, but they've eased off of it a little bit. Just like this one here was late pickup. So late that they shot a message out and says, hey, we got your back because it's late. So they won't count the pickup. They'll still count the delivery. So if I'm late delivering this, then yeah, I'm going to get dinged for it. Somewhere along the way, I picked up 2 or 3 minutes on this one because I was going to be there at 4:33. Now it says 4:30. So I don't know what I did, but I went real fast on that 1 mile of the freeway there, evidently. So, but I still got 4 minutes to go. But I got a little bit more grace period now, so I'm glad about that. It could be a lot of times this GPS. Sometimes the GPS is like take you straight there. And sometimes they take you there where there's no roads, so therefore you have to go around where there is a road, which is going to take you longer, and so therefore you're going to be late because of the GPS. Other times it's like they want you to go up this way, make a V to get back on the freeway going the other way, which is an illegal turn. You have to go and make the loop around to go on the other direction on the freeway. So the GPS here is horrible. It's not horrible, but it's got some deficiencies to say the least. So anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, this is all I do. So if you've been here and you came back, thank you. Hit the like button. If you're brand new and this is your first video, thank you. Hit the like button. Maybe leave a comment. That always helps. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you think I'm doing a horrible job, leave them in the comments. If you think I'm the most fantastical DoorDash YouTuber ever, leave it in the comments. There's some people that I watch just to get ideas from, or to, you know, both YouTube and DoorDash that I watch. I watch a lot of YouTube people to say, hey, here's what you should do to get more followers, to get more views, to get more of this, and also how to get the process down to where it doesn't take you as long to make videos, because that's the part I don't like the most. I don't mind recording this part because I'm rambling and you people are the people that listen to me ramble. The part that I don't like is the editing process and the uploading and all that fun stuff. I would much rather dole that out to somebody else, but no one wants to do it for free. So yeah, I have to do it. Now, if I was making money at this, I might just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take this money that I'm making even in the early days and funnel it into paying someone to do this stuff. And then hopefully figure out how to make better content. And yeah, but we're not there yet. All right, I got to figure out where I'm going. Hold on one second. That's not it. It's around the corner. Okay. All right, I'm here. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So that one was 25 minutes. It took me 25 minutes. $7.43, and yeah, we are dashing. All right. So now I don't remember. This is the problem: is that following the GPS. It's a problem for me anyway. I follow the GPS and I don't pay attention to where I am most of the time because I'm just following directions. So, and then now I got to figure out how do I get out of this neighborhood, because I was just blindly following a GPS. So, yeah. Day in the life, day in the life. So, I don't know how far. Well, I might be a little ways away from getting an order here but I will say Platinum is telling me 2 to 7 minute wait time, or average wait, and I feel like that's why I was telling the owner of the Different Dough Pizza Co. in there, is like, if you're a lower level status, that might say 9 to 19 minutes average wait time. And I was like, so, and I was telling him about how I get dinged on stuff. He was telling me that DoorDash dings them. So they can choose to rate, like if you go online and look for pizza places through the DoorDash app, they'll put him way down at the bottom of the list. Not based upon quality, based upon if you send them more money, if you buy ads on their site, if you do this, if you do that. So he was like, yeah, if he raises the rates. So, and I didn't know this, DoorDash charges them 30%. And I'm like, dang. So DoorDash is making bank off of stuff they don't have. I mean, granted, they got a lot of systems in place, right? And they built systems around software and having support and developers and all that stuff. And they pay the driver, right? They pay the drivers something. Not much, but they do pay drivers. But anyway, 30%. So usually, and for me, Brian said, he's like, I got to mark it up, and just so he can make money with them taking 30%. And so they knock him down the listing for raising his prices from his advertised price on DoorDash versus the prices that people get if they go directly to them and just go pick it up. So yeah, it's a big difference there. I understand the need for DoorDash because you're potentially missing a lot of orders if you don't. But he said also they don't. Well, I don't know what he said. He seems like you have to set your standard turnaround on your food. And on Friday nights, he said he just turns DoorDash off from like 5 to 7 because they got so many orders that and they're all gonna be late, especially on DoorDash, because there's so many people there and there's so many people picking up their food and stuff like that. So it's interesting from that perspective, that just to get a little insight from a restaurant. Just to get some insight. Alright, so second order, Subway for 2.8 miles, $6.75. We're going to accept it. And maybe, so that puts us at about $15 probably after an hour, even though it's only 2 miles. But the Subway is where is this? So it's right across the freeway. Usually I only get orders at this Subway like late at night, after, like used to I would dash later after 10, and this Subway tends to get orders after 10. And there's a Subway I'm driving right past. I've been in there once. There's a Subway down at Benton that's on the north side of the freeway that I've been in there like 2 or 3 times. But yeah, I don't get a ton of deliveries for DoorDash. I mean, for Subway. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But this is an interesting one for me, and this one is that it's daylight and I'm going to this Subway, which is in a gas station. So maybe they've paid money to advertise or something, I don't know. They have revamped this whole pilot here, and they used to have, Subway used to have a door on the side, and I pulled up over there and I was gonna walk in and there's no door, and I'm like, what the heck happened here? So it's funny. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna run in, we'll be right back. All right guys, so we have picked that up and we are headed that way. Delivered by 4:50. Directions say we'll be there at 4:48. So 2 minutes. I don't know where we're going. Okay, so not to the freeway. All right. So we're gonna be there in it says about 2 miles, 6 minutes. All right, so okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead. I got fruits. I don't know what I got. I got apples and blueberries and cheese and pepperoni is all I got for dinner tonight, and a little, I don't know, I'll call it a granola bar. So trying to eat between 10 and 6, and I'm gonna go ahead and start eating some dinner and try to see if these people will not just speed up behind me and cut me off. Appreciate it. So I'm gonna hit pause, grab some food, try to find this delivery, and I'll catch up with you when we drop it off, and we will give you a recap on the delivery. See you in a minute. All right guys, we got that one delivered. It was in a huge property, huge house, huge gate with a code and all that for one house. $6.75, total 14, 18, and 43 minutes. I'm gonna hit continue dashing. What I don't know is, because I made the mistake, this is where I get in trouble, is I start talking to people. So she came out, I just hopped out of the car, grabbed the food and go hand it to her and start talking to her, and then I forget, oh crap, I'm on a freaking timer. So yeah, that's what I don't like about this crap. It's like I can get caught up chatting with people and forget, yeah, I dropped one already. No? Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I says Subway on time. So picked up 1 minute early, delivered 1 minute early. The Different Dough Pizza Co. was late pickup was excluded, delivered early by 2 minutes. So yeah, 2 for 2 today. Well, there you go. Maybe okay, here's my ratings. I haven't read those yet. So I'm at 91. For some reason I was thinking I was at 92, but I'm at 92% on my on-time rating, not 92 overall. So I'm at 91 overall. So my acceptance rate, and each one of these ratings here has a different maximum number. Like acceptance rate is the maximum of 30. So I'm 29 out of 30 at 88% acceptance rate. Completion rate, 15 out of 15, 100%. On time, I'm up to 92% on time with the 22 out of 30. So you see, like, on time versus acceptance. Acceptance at 88% is worth 29 out of 30. 92 out of 30 on the, or 92% on the on time is only worth 22 points. So much more emphasis on the on time and you can get yourself in a dark hole if you have trouble getting your deliveries done on time. The other two, I'm at 100%, or yeah, well, not really 100%, but yeah. The other two ratings are quality. I don't ever see that change. It's always at 100%. So I get 15 out of 15. I don't know if people even know they can go in there and maybe there's somehow people can rate the quality of the delivery somehow. But I have 4.99 on my customer rating, and that's 10 out of 10 points. So, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I'm happy, very happy that I'm up there where I am now, because a couple of weeks ago on a Monday, I would be riding around, and like I said, I had 2 orders in 2 hours worth $9. And yeah, that's not an easy night. That was not going to be a good night. And then I hit my platinum pass that I had earned and jumped up to $98 in the next 4.5 hours. All right, I'm gonna drive around. I can't get, these people won't get out of my way. See what kind of stuff we can find. So I'll let you know when we get in order. Alright guys, we got one for about, I don't know, I think it says $6.75 plus. And in my haste, I didn't look at the mileage, so that just freaks me out every time. I thought it said a large order or something like that, and it said $6.75 plus, so fingers crossed the plus means something more than a quarter. So anyway, I am almost there, and to pick it up is a I don't know how you say it, Sakura or Sakura. It's here in Bryant, a little Asian place, a hibachi, sushi, whatever. Anyway, so we're here. I'm gonna pick it up, and we'll catch up with you after we pick it up. See how far we gotta go. See you in a sec. All right, guys. So we got everything loaded up, and they just sent me another "I got your back" button, which was nice of them. Because it's 3 minutes past due. So this says deliver by 5:09, directions. I don't have any leeway here, but it's going back to the same area I was at a few minutes ago. So, all right. Oh, come on, dude, get out from behind me. This is gonna be one of those. Come on, move it, move it, move it. Go, 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 go. Don't wait, don't wait. All right, people. All right, sorry. We are still at 5:09, which just means that we have no grace period. So we're gonna try to get over there. So I'm gonna get this delivered, munch on some stuff, and yeah, I'll let you know if we made it or not, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. I just got a double pickup for Yum Yum and Sonic, and 1 customer drop off, so $12.75. 12 miles though, but we're gonna take it. You gotta take it. So I don't know exactly what that last order was, because it disappeared pretty fast. So it could have been just $6 and something, because I got a total of $22.72. So it wasn't any big plus on there, because I was at $14. So maybe they gave me $8 or something like that. All right, so pick up by 5:14, and we will be there at 5:13. I don't even know where I'm going first. Okay. So this is what happens sometimes. It looks like we're probably going to Sonic here first. So, all right, I'm gonna run into Sonic. It's 3 minutes away, but I'm gonna eat some more apple, and we'll catch up with you after that. So see you in a minute. All right, so we got another late pickup, but the app says we got your back. So I think that's is that the third, fourth? Well, this is my fourth order already, and at least 3 of them have said we got your back. So I think they need to set the time a little bit in the future so that we don't have to be pressured so much to worried about getting late pickups. Good night. All right, so directions. Where am I going? Oh. Nah. This is the other. Dang it. Well, I can't go that way. So it's telling me to go down Alcoa and cross over and go back some back roads to get there, but I've already missed my chance to turn. So we're gonna speed up and get down the other way. It says 10 minutes to get there, so this Yum Yums is pretty good. They'll have the food ready when I get there. It just might take longer than pick up by 5:31. So we'll see what it says now. Pick up by 5. It says we'll still be there at 5:29. We might be there a little bit before then, but maybe not. I might. I don't know how I want to. If I want to take a shortcut, that might be a shortcut. I don't like having. I hate going to Sonic because they bring the food to the window and I can't put the food in the back seat, and the only food is one of these big Route 44s, and I don't want that in my back seat because I don't have a cup holder that'll hold it. So, and I don't have a cup holder in this freaking car that'll hold it, so it's kind of sitting, it's wedged in between the seats. So, alright. Sorry, I'm eating while I'm driving and talking. I will catch you guys after I pick up Yum Yum. See you in a minute. Alright guys, it's a weird one. They're all over the freaking place. Yeah, so all over the place. So it's having me take it back over close to the Sonic that I was just at. Okay, it says deliver by 5:46 and drop off by 5:45. So, yes, yay for me. All right, let's see if we can make this happen. I don't know that we can, but we're gonna try. We are going to try. There's just no easy way to get over there.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Boone Road.
All right. So we got 14 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys sit back and relax and not have to worry about all me dodging all this traffic and stuff. So we will catch you in a few minutes. But it'll seem like a second to you. So sit back and relax. We'll see you in a second. All right, guys. I was going to read off what we made on that one, but another order popped up immediately for $18.50 for 9.5 miles. So This one is Chili's and Larry's Pizza with 2 customers. So 9.5 miles, $18.50. We're gonna accept it. We, yeah, I don't know how much we made on that one. I think it was 12 something maybe. So, all right. So we're gonna head to, looks like, excuse me, Chili's first. It says to pick up by, now I got the hiccups. So we're up to 35.47 in about an hour and 40 minutes or so. So that's not too bad, and an $18 order on top of that one. So well on our way. So all right, so let's see what we got. 5:55, and it says directions. Where's the directions button? They've hidden it. We'll be there a minute early, so maybe they'll have the food ready. We got a little bit of time. Where is Chili's? I think I can cheat and get out the other way because I hate going out the way they're telling me to go out of here.
Drive southeast. Then, in 500 feet, turn right.
Okay. Alright. I just came through that way and it's all backed up, especially this time of the day. So we're gonna sneak out the back way and maybe bypass all of that. Oh, you know what? But Chili's is on the other side of the freeway. So either way, I gotta go up here. I can, well, it doesn't matter how I get there. It don't matter. It's not showing me another route because I could just go down and cross over the other crossover to get to Chili's. But this is probably the simplest. So, all right, I'm going to hit pause, and we'll catch up with you on the other side of Chili's. So, see you in a minute.
Then turn left onto Mount Carmel Road.
All right, guys. So, next place, Larry's Pizza. They gave us about a 4-minute grace period on that, which is good. I think we're supposed to be there at 6:06. And let's see, 6:06 directions.
Drive east. Then turn
And we'll
left
be
onto
there at
Mount Carmel Road.
6:02 according to this GPS. So 6:06. All right, I'm gonna not bore y'all with me dodging these cars coming out of the Target parking lot. All right, I'll catch you in a minute. All right, guys. So this first one, I got the pizza picked up now. The first delivery, I've got like 6-minute grace period. So, where? Okay, interesting. It looks like it's back towards Bryant, back behind the cemetery.
Turn left onto North Cricket Road. Then, in 300 feet, turn
Okay.
right onto Arkansas.
So it says to be there by 6:18, and it says I'll be there by 6:12. So I have got a good 6-minute grace period on this one. So we're gonna hopefully get there on time and try to get these orders delivered. Whew. So just a little bit about me if you haven't been watching before. Again, thank you for sticking around this long. I got started on DoorDash about it's over a year and a half now. I think it was January of 24. My daughter was home for Christmas break, and she was needing a job. She didn't find a job, so she started DoorDash. And she would go out for a little bit and come back, go out for a little bit and come back, not making any money at all. And finally, I was like, okay, well, the last week, let's go see if we can make some money. So she had already burned through her platinum pass for the first couple of weeks when Dashers sign on. So I created an account and said, okay, well, I'll just give you the money. And that's how it started. So we went out, and in 3 nights, we made $287. And yeah, from that point forward, I was like, there's no reason why I can't do this to make extra money, because I was in this position where I had since say COVID, I had been laid off in 2008, early 2019. The company I work for got bought out by a huge corporation, and they said, yeah, we're buying y'all software to sell your software. No, they bought our software to sell their software to our customers. So I was in implementations of that software company, and then they kept us around for a while. So that was in 2015. I was the last person left on my team of the whole implementation department in February of 2019. So that's when I got let go. And so then I got contracts with a couple of little agencies just here and there. It's like, hey, $5,000 and give me some work to do, and when I burn through that, then we'll see if you need some more help. So I got small, I mean, even though $5,000 is a lot, but when you're thinking about an income, 5,000 here, 5,000 there is not that big. So any which way, one of the companies that I got a contract with was a short-term one, and it was because their staff that was doing all the work that I would normally train them how to do it passed away. So that turned into a longer term one. Another one, they hired me as an employee so I could get health benefits. So that worked out well as well. And but eventually the first one went away. They switched off of the software that I knew anything about, and they were in New Hampshire, so it was not an easy kind of deal for me to, help them with this new software implementation. So I get it. They ended up 3.5 years later. I really didn't expect it to go past the 6 months, but 3.5 years later, that contract ended. And in the meantime, I had socked away. I didn't need both jobs. I needed about 1.25 jobs, right? Needed. But when one of them went away, then when I say I needed 1.25 jobs, well, I needed 1.25. So the one that I kept and still have doesn't quite pay all my bills. So DoorDash kind of fit that little hole that I needed filled, and it allows me to save up money for trips as well. So that's a big part of my life now. And in the future, I can't say that I could afford to do it right now, and fingers crossed I can afford to do it later on in about 3 or 4 years when my son graduates high school and moves out to college or whatever. Then my full intention is selling the house and everything I own and having only what I can fit into a couple of a carry-on and a backpack, and that will be all of my possessions. And then live that kind of life to where I don't have to pay for a house. I don't have to pay for house insurance. I don't have to pay for a car. I don't have to pay for car insurance. I don't have to pay for most of the stuff that I have to pay for now. So that's the idea. And then I can go to different places in the world that don't cost as much to live. So I've been watching people on YouTube, and they're like, yeah, it's hard to spend $4,000 a month in like Thailand, that they get by on $2,500. And I'm like, $2,500? I think I could do $2,500, I could get away with, if I sold everything right now and what the money I have, I think I could turn what money I have into interest-bearing accounts and make enough to pay for $2,500 a month. And but I can't do it right now. I don't really necessarily want to go to Thailand all the time, but I can't see anything for this sunshine, and I just passed the house. All right. All Alright, I'm going to drop this off. We'll be right back. Alright, so this one says 6:27 and GPS says I'll be there at 6:19. It's about 6 minutes away. So, anyway, so yeah, that's kind of the background or quote-unquote origin story of the Rambling Dasher. I don't know how I got the name. As you can see, I can ramble on about a bunch of stuff or a bunch of nothing. So I just thought it would be funny and a little. I like self-deprecating humor when it comes to myself, and sometimes it's funny. Like some of my favorite comedians are that way. Like Rodney Dangerfield was. Where is this thing taking me? Where is this thing? Seven minutes or 5 minutes? Let's take the 5-minute route instead of the 7-minute route. Oh, I know where it was taking me. It was taking me through the neighborhood. There's an exit over around the corner. And I was like, how did I do that? So I'm already a couple, I don't know if I'm very far behind, but this takes me back around the roundabout 3/4 of the way. But yeah, I like that self-deprecating humor some. And I just thought that the Rambling Dasher is not too, doesn't beat me up too much, right? And then I've been using this DoorDash meme for a long time that has Jack Sparrow, the pirate, running from the cannibals, and he's holding a DoorDash bag in his hand as he's running across this field. If you remember in maybe it was the first movie or the second movie, I can't remember, but anyway, one of the early Jack Black movies, or not Jack Black, Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp. And but anyway, there's a DoorDash meme that says, hey, I'm on the way with your food. And so I send that a lot to people still, and I just stole that little character as my meme. And then I was talking to this this lady that started DoorDashing. She somehow found my channel, and she wants to do a little bit different niche. Dang it, I'm drawing a blank right now. So anyway, she contacted me, say, hey, can we do a quick interview? So she's going to be doing, we did a call today, and she just does a voice, like more like a podcast almost. But she puts them on YouTube with no video. So, but she does, seemingly so far, she does like her weekly recaps of her door dashing, and she just started maybe a month or a little longer ago, but she's and I was talking to her today, and they still are on the old rating system, so it's a little bit cumbersome having a conversation with someone about the rating systems, and our two different our DoorDash app doesn't calculate your ratings the same. So it's interesting in that regard, because I knew everything she was talking about. She had no clue what I was talking about, because we are on the new system and she was not. So so I sent her some screenshots of the new stuff, so she might incorporate those into it. I'm not sure, but I'm sure I will share that on my, I don't know how, she may send me the video, or I may just, I don't know how to do that. But anyway, I'll share it on my Facebook page. If you guys aren't following Facebook, it's the Rambling Dasher on Facebook. So I put different things out there, like memes and things like that too. And I always share all the videos we do. So, so yeah, there's that. Alright, so I'm gonna get this pizza delivered, and we'll be right back. Alright, well, 2 hours and 13 minutes, $53.97. So, yeah, I am liking Platinum with the new rating system. That's all I know to tell you, because I promise you I did not get these kind of orders before. So here's a little bit of an upside down one. I'm gonna go ahead and accept it because I just think it's part of, hey, I'm gonna be a Platinum driver, and sometimes you take a little bit upside down orders, but you roll with it, right? So this one is for Pizza Hut, I think it says. I can't see crap in the sun. I hit the accept button before it goes away. It was, I don't even know how much. I think it was $6 and maybe 8 miles. So part of that 8 miles is 3 miles to get there. So, but it's still a little bit of a long delivery. But I had to go back into town anyway, right? I wasn't gonna stay out here, so that's kind of the, when you think about that, then you know it's not gonna be the full delivery. And the fact that I'm getting this order this far away from the restaurant, it's also good because I got a 7-minute drive, and it takes about 8 minutes to get one of those pizzas through if they can make it and put it in the oven pretty quick. I don't know if it takes 5 minutes to go through their oven or more, but 5 or 8 minutes, something like that. Oh, this is a different Pizza Hut. No, never mind. Yeah, it's the one in Bryant. I can't think of any other down at Otter Creek. I know I go to Papa John's, and I haven't been to the Papa John's in Otter Creek in a long time, but oh, that other pizza place, Little Caesars down there. So anyway, yeah, $53 in 2 hours and 15 minutes, maybe 220. $53 though in 220. I promise you, the old way, I never made this much money as Platinum. So much so that my goals have shifted, right? My goals have shifted up, and I was worried I was gonna have to take less money because I was never gonna make Platinum. So I'm glad they've kind of fixed the software a little bit, made it to where I can actually get to be on time, and they are a little bit understanding when the food is not ready, right? Let's see, go to home screen, boom, ratings. So overall, I'm up to 93 now. I don't know how that happened, but evidently I bumped up. I knocked some stuff off that was bad. So my acceptance rate is at 91%, which is 29 out of 30 points. My everything else is at 100%, so 15 out of 15, 15 out of 15, 10 out of 10 on the completion, quality, and customer rating. The the on time, wow, is up to 94%. So 94% on time. So seemingly it's easier to get the on time ones. And here's my whole thing now. With this particular setup, I don't normally get bad orders, right? It's few and far between that I get what I would deem to be below $5, below $6 orders. I haven't got any tonight, right? So in that regard, if I get one that's a little bit on the mileage side, then I'm gonna be okay with it. If I get one that's $4, I'm gonna be okay with it, you know, because I'm getting all these other orders and I'm staying busy. So it's like, and there's little, but there is the potential to get some cash tips on the back end. or they can add tip through the app on the back end. There's that. It rarely happens, but it does occasionally. But yeah, all in all, now that they got the kinks worked out, or of the on-time delivery rating, I feel really good. Because before, my goal, but like a month ago, my goal was to hit $100 in 3 nights a week and take home $300. Occasionally I would do a little bit more than that, but rare, it would be like 280, 290, 305, 315 or something, so I could hit it. It was tough. Now I don't have any doubts. I really believe that I can make 120 a night, $20 an hour. Monday I fell a little bit short and I hit $114 in 6 hours. I gotta turn here to go to Pizza Hut. I think that's where I'm going. Pizza Hut, yep. Arrived at store even though I'm not there. But yeah, I made 114 and some change on Monday night. So about $5 short, $6 short on Monday. And I was so wanting to get it on Monday, and I just I declined a late order for $3 on Monday. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna run in here. We'll be right back. So here, yeah, this is crap. So they said they just got it on their system when I got it like 10 minutes ago. Alright, so sent the customer a message, sending DoorDash a message saying, could not get help, drive through busy, order not started till I arrived. Something else. So in the something else bucket, I always paste the same thing from my clipboard. And it says, let's see, what does it say? App says to pick up food, but the restaurant does not have the food ready. Please don't penalize the driver. Submit. So yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you heard me say it. They ought to have the food ready by the time I get there, and it was not. All right, I'm gonna get this food, and we'll catch up with you when we pick it up. See you in a minute. All right, so here we go. We got the pizzas picked up, hand it to the customer. Directions, deliver by 6:50.
Drive north on Marketplace Avenue.
And we got a 2-minute window. So where are we going? Where are we going? We're going way back where we just came from. Okay. I can do that. So it says 11 minutes. I got, what did I say? A 1 minute, 2 minute, 6:50. So I got a 1 minute grace period right now. I mean, you got to get in the car and go whenever they have you on that starting the timer up. So I started doing things differently and trying to make sure I'm on time, and that's get the food in the car and then say start or confirm pickup. I got a fly just going bonkers that just flew in when I opened the door a minute ago, so it might get a little windy in here. So I need to try to pick up a minute or two here. But I'm gonna hit pause and get this fly out of here. We'll catch up with you after we drop this off. So we'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, we are at $60.47. That order was $6.50, $3.350 tip, and yeah. So let me see how I can get out of this gravel driveway here. Well, I got more than one dog out here. This dude's got him all kinds of stuff going on. Boats, trailers, shed, more. He's got, somebody is doing like lawn care and I don't know, 3-point turn mowers or whatever you call those things. All right, so anyway, out in the middle of, I don't know, I like this neighborhood. I wish I could live out here. They're like maybe like 5-acre tracts. The only part I wouldn't like is mowing the grass. But I don't know, these are some bigger houses too, so I'm sure if I lived out here I could afford to either have someone do it, or I would be able to afford one of those mowers and just go out and knock it out within a few minutes. But yeah, I used to have a lot of acreage and I couldn't take care of it because I didn't have this kind of money. I didn't have the kind of money it took to own property, because I couldn't keep buying all the stuff, or stuff would break down. I just couldn't take care of it all, so it was way too much. Anyway, all right. So yeah, we're up to $60. Well, I know I read the time, but maybe I didn't read the time. But we've been gone almost, well, I would put it at about 2 hours and 40 minutes. So 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think we're gonna go back the other way because we're probably a little bit closer to Spring Hill than we are whatever that other road is back there. Then we'll see what we can get this way. But in the meantime, we're gonna hit pause here. Try to keep this video a little bit shorter than normal. So I'll let you know when we get our next order. See you in a sec. All right, guys, we just got an order. Wingstop, $13.25, 2 drop-offs, 10 miles though. But yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. 2 pickups. It looks like they're both right there together, so hopefully. Yep. So we are headed to Wingstop. It is 5 minutes away, 2.2 miles. Let's see, pick up by 7:03, and we'll be there by 6:59. So fingers crossed they get the orders taken care of. All right, we'll check back with you when we get them loaded in the car. See you in a minute. All right, people. Those were way late, so I don't know what DoorDash is going to do here, but I just don't know. I can tell you that it's starting to get a little dark, so for those that are new, we do these episodes are broken, these dashes are turned into 2 episodes. So one is the early one, the second one is where we finish up for the night. But we're gonna get these delivered. We'll see where we're at the time of dropping these 2 orders off. We've been going for a little over 3 hours now. We were at roughly at $60, I think, before. I can't remember, but anyway. But we're gonna go deliver these two and figure out how much money we made on them. And if these people would get out of the way, I would go. But yeah, so yeah, then we do a second episode. We'll end this episode, give an update where we are on our ratings, and then we'll end this episode. And cliffhanger, you have to come back tomorrow to see how we finish the night off. So you see how we do that? And the night episode is called Dashing in the Dark. So we have a little light here and everything for it. So it looks like, if I could get it to work. Ah, look at that. We have a dashing in the dark light so that you can see the face. Because when I first started doing this, I was like, it's pitch black. And sometimes I forget that I have this light down here and I just forget to turn it on, and I'm just driving around. You can hear the voice, but you can't see my face at all. So it's kind of fun in that regard. It's not, I don't know what people think. But anyway, when I look back at the videos, I'm like, well, whatever. We're gonna roll with it. I'm not editing. I'm not gonna edit this thing. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. That's what I was doing this interview today with this girl, and it'll come out later on. I don't know what the turnaround time is, but anyway. And I was telling her that I try to do these things as easy as possible, right? I don't want to. I don't have to have fancy. I just want to be to the point, be a DoorDasher, and give people a ride-along experience and see what happens and kind of things we have to deal with and stuff like that. And then, and I don't have time. I do not have time to sit around and edit videos. So I've got an assembly line process made up, right? And I've got stuff built in there that I lay the videos in. I move the end to where the new end is because it's different from yesterday. I switch out I have a process that I go through to get a new thumbnail, which I place at the beginning of the video. So I have to get the video in the software, and it runs a transcript on the video, and then I run the transcript through ChatGPT and say, help me come up with a title, and kind of summarize all the stuff that we did in this video. So it does a great job and gives me timestamps of different things that are going on inside the video. So I lay that out in the YouTube description. But then I take that title to go to a third software and build a thumbnail, and then I save it, drop the thumbnail inside the video, and then I hit export. And then it takes 20 or 30 minutes, depending on how long the video actually is, to export it. And then when that's done, I go load it into YouTube, and then go back to ChatGPT, get the description, get the title again, drop it into YouTube, and let it load. And it goes through and uploads to YouTube, and it scans for any kind of I don't know what all it's scanning for. Probably like curse words and things like that, maybe. I don't know. There's plenty of curse words on YouTube, but still. It's also looking for copyrighted material, or whatever you want to call it, for music and things like that. I don't know if it's copyright infringement or if it's something else. But anyway, it looks for that kind of stuff. And especially if you're monetized, you can possibly put music on there, you just don't get paid for it. And they actually pay the owner of that music the money that you would make, I think, is how that works. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna go deliver this food, and then we will check back with you after we drop these off. So we'll see you in a second.
As part of any funding bill.
All right, guys, so we've got to somehow make a U-turn here. I think I can maybe get in these people's driveway. without hitting their mailbox. And no cars. And just turn around right here. And then we gotta go to his apartments across the street. So not too bad on these two pickups. It was just a really long wait time. So we're gonna see how DoorDash treats us when we have to deliver, when we drop these two orders off and we look at the stuff after the fact. So, all right, I'm gonna hit pause and we'll catch up with you when we take a look at everything. So see you in a second. All right, guys, this is why I like Platinum. That last one was like $6.75 base with one of them had a $2 tip, one had like a $5 tip, maybe something like that. I don't know. It was $13 and something, put us at 70 something dollars. Before I got to the car, Platinum, $24.75 for 16 miles, but it's back into Benton. So I get to go pick it up here at a little taco truck, $24+. Yeah, I'm very, very happy about that. Even though you can't tell, number one, I'm very monotone and I don't show that much emotion, but yippee, whatever. But yeah, $24. I was like, what? I'll take it. Accept. So it says about 2 minutes to get to this little taco truck. It's a little hard to get into where it is, but we'll figure it out. I picked it up here several times, but I don't think I've ever picked it up for $24 before. All right, I'm gonna go pick this food up and wish that I could get some street tacos to eat for myself, but we had apples and blueberries, so yeah. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, this order says to deliver by 8:02. Directions say deliver, we'll be there by 8. So I got a whopping 2 minutes. But once I get on the freeway, maybe I can make up a little bit of time. And it is telling me to go back the other way, which I can.
Drive west on Stagecoach Road, Arkansas 5 for 3 miles.
All right. Or maybe it's not going to Benton. Maybe it's going to Little Rock. Let's, oh, I don't know. This thing is so jacked up. 18 minutes, so it says 8:01 now. 8:02, so directions. So the way I'm going, it says they're going to be there at 8:01. But where it's going to be almost all the way is going to be freeway. So fingers crossed we can get there with a little bit more grace period than the 1 minute they're giving me. So that's a long delivery, 15 miles, but it's okay. And we're gonna knock. Oh shit! Well, I missed the turn. I'm gonna make an illegal turn right here and go that way. So, all right, I'm gonna get off this phone or off the recording and pay attention to where I'm going. So I will let you know how much money we made when we get there. So see you in a minute. All right, so I just pulled up the ratings and that Wingstop was late by what looks to be 9 minutes on one order and 3 minutes on the other. I got them delivered early by 3 minutes and early by 2 minutes, but the total was 7 minutes late based upon the restaurant not having the orders done on time. So they gave me a late. So this is some crap right here that I hate about this, is the fact that they even asked me, this is what happens with DoorDash. DoorDash says, hey, you can unassign this order because it's taking so long with no consequences, right? Unassigned, no consequences, because it was taking so long to get the order ready, right? And yet they give me a late penalty because the restaurant is taking so long. That right there is very frustrating whenever that happens. So they should have excluded the first order for sure, and then I could have made up the difference on the others because I was late by 3, then early by 3, early by 2. I absolutely hate when they do this crap. So I'm going to dispute this rating. I don't know that they will not do it, but I'm going to put my standard comment line in there saying the app says the food was ready, blah, 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 the restaurant was not ready, and don't penalize the driver. App says to pick up food, but the restaurant does not have the food ready. Please don't penalize the driver. Submit. And now it says we will exclude this order from your on-time rate. Thank you. So they have now excluded that one. Now when I go back into my ratings, I feel like that one there may be excluded, and it probably will say something to the effect that I have 3 late orders excluded. And if I'm not mistaken, that might be all you can have per 100 deliveries. So we recognize that some orders may be involved in factors that aren't within your control. Long wait times at stores, unexpected traffic or road closures, difficulty finding the customer, parking issues. You can dispute late, what does it say? Late ratings to exclude them from your on-time rate. We review every dispute and may exclude all or part of the order if approved. I think that's baloney that they don't do that. I don't believe that they do that. So now I'm 93-6 instead of 94-6. So I'm still at 93%. No, it says I'm at 94%. Because it really counts, it really only counts your lates, right? So I got 6 lates, and it took a late off. I was 93-7, now I'm 93-6. Which gives me 24 out of 30, and my overall is up to 92. So yeah, so I talked to DoorDash last week, and they told me, the actual support at DoorDash told me that you get 2 disputes per week, but that doesn't seem to be the case, because I tried to dispute one on Monday. It would not let me dispute it, but since then I've gone past and knocked a dispute off my list of the previous 100, and I only had 2 disputes out of the last 100. Now I have 3 disputes, so if I try to go dispute the next late one, it probably won't let me, because I feel pretty strongly that you can only have 3 disputes out of 100. So it is what it is. It's frustrating that that the restaurant, I guess that DoorDash won't take into account the fact that the restaurant is super late. Even so much so that they said, hey, you can unassign this order with no loss in your whatever it's called, either your acceptance rate or your completion rate. So I didn't want to unassign it because I wanted the money. But I also am doing these things trying to stay platinum, and I don't want to lose platinum. Now, granted, fortunately, I built a little bit of wiggle room over the 85, and I'm at 92 now. So hopefully I won't hit a 70, or I won't hit 7 more lates in the next 100, because somehow I've got 6 lates in the last 100. So hopefully I won't. I mean, I could easily do it, or they could easily, you know, I could start slacking off. It's not something I typically do. I could make 7 mistakes, you know. That can happen. I mean, DoorDashing is not that easy. I don't know what's going on. I'm not picking up any time here on the freeway, and I don't know why. Usually on the freeway you pick up a little bit of time, but I don't know if I'm just not going fast enough or what. It's pretty crowded out tonight on the freeway. And I meant to make that last order the last order on this dash, so I'm gonna make this one the last order on, not on this dash, but on this video. And then this particular video will lead into the next video, which will be dashing in the dark. So I missed out on that. And we got construction going on down here, so I don't know if that's the reason the traffic is bogging down, but I gotta get off at 2.6 more miles. Yeah, and I haven't gained a single minute. I still have to deliver this by 8:02, and it's got, oh, it just dropped a minute. I'm at 8 minutes even. I can't go that way, or it'll be, so the GPS is giving me options here. I clicked on it. It said, nope, that's going to take 2 more minutes than the other way, so we'll go the other way. Alright, I'm going to go get this delivered, and we'll give you an update.
So your point is what? You think they're not working hard enough for you? Come on.
I think Congress is severely overpaid because you have a bunch of Ivy League, college-educated lawyers and politicians who can't balance a checkbook.
Well, I told you in the first hour that was that senator's like, man, I can't miss a paycheck. I'm sorry, I just can't. And he's like, I got mortgages to pay. And I'm like, hold on a second. You're gonna not miss a paycheck, but people in our military are. People that make a lot less than $170,000+ a year that work for the government are gonna miss a paycheck. You don't give a crap about them. That's the truth here, right? Like, if we're gonna be really honest about it, that is the truth.
That is pretty much exactly what my point is. How is somebody who makes $150 an hour, I can't miss a paycheck, otherwise my world's going to come apart.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if you're living paycheck to paycheck as a United States Senator, And it's not because you don't have enough money, it's because you're clearly incompetent. And by the way, if you're a Democrat, you ought to just go meet with Nancy Pelosi and be like, hey, help me get rich, because she's done a damn good job. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't forget all the clips that we play today. I will put them in the podcast tomorrow. That I can promise you. So make sure you grab the Mark Levin podcast. You can listen to the show, share it tomorrow. Also, I'd love to keep up with you. I do 2 different shows, Ben Ferguson podcast, wherever you get your podcast, it's free. And tomorrow those clips will be in there. Also, if you want a quick update on what's happening at the White House, I do a cool show every morning. It's about 10 to 12 minutes long. It's called the 47 Morning Update. It's wherever you get your podcast. You'll know exactly what's coming out of the White House every day. It's called the 47 Morning Update, wherever you get your podcast. Mark will be back with you tomorrow. Don't forget, grab his book as well, right? On Power, wherever you get your books as well. And see you back here tomorrow.
The guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, president of Leaf Filter, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from? Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Come in and try the Good Feet feeling today. Comfort, energy, performance, and pain relief at the Good Feet store in Conway off Elsinger Boulevard next to Target, and now open in Benton off Interstate 30 in the shops at Benton next to all the board.
Thanks to the Good Feet store. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Kelly Clarkson, and as the daughter of a school teacher, I know just how important education is. No matter how old you are or your situation, continuing to learn will enrich your life and help remove barriers you didn't even know were there. So much opportunity, y'all. Whether it's a foreign language, history, or a different way to look at things, take some time each day to learn something new. This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
Mark Levin Show, weekday evenings at 6.
It's a sad thing what's going on in this country in academia. Academia isn't really academia. Academia is more like a propaganda media. Can I say that, Mr. Producer?
Right here on News Radio 102.9 KARN Bar and Law Studios. This is News Radio 102.9 KARN FM, Sheridan, Little Rock, a Cumulus media station.
Threat of mass layoffs. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. Vice President J.D. Vance says that's going to happen if there's no breakthrough in talks to end the government shutdown.
We don't like that. We don't necessarily want to do it, but we're going to do what we have to keep the American people's essential services continuing to run.
But House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffrey says Republicans have not been negotiating.
We've been here all week. Republicans are missing in action, nowhere to be found, on vacation, scattered across the country and the world, spewing lies and articulating the Democratic position, but they don't even have the guts to be on Capitol Hill and debate us face to face.
The Senate is expected to try again Friday to pass a short-term funding bill that would fund the government through the third week of November. The shutdown could impact millions of travelers.
The FAA is currently about 3,800 air traffic controllers short of targeted staffing levels, with the shutdown expected to freeze FAA hiring and training, as well as delay safety initiatives. Most of the workers at the FAA and the Transportation Security Administration are defined as essential, which requires them to stay on the job even if the government closes and other federal workers are furloughed. That means more than 13,000 air traffic controllers would have to work without pay, and roughly 3,500 safety and operational support staff would be affected by furlough.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. President Trump giving Hamas a few days to consider the ceasefire deal Israel signed off on earlier this week. UN Ambassador Mike Waltz says Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu trusts that his country will be safe under the plan.
When he says, look, you've got to swallow some tough pills so that we end this war, we end the suffering, we get the...
All right, guys. Sorry. I guess I hit the hit the record button or the whatever. I unpaused it and was not quite ready to speak. So this was the dude that gave us a $20 tip the other day, and I didn't get to see the count on this order before I got another order. So this order was pretty small, like $4 for 2 miles or something like that to McDonald's, and I'm not declining anything. I'm at this mode that I will take advantage of my platinum, and with the knowledge that I'm getting decent orders all the way around, and if a poor order comes my way, it's the price of doing business. I can handle it. So I don't know, I'm probably close to $100. Let's see if I can tell. 98.47, and this one is $4.50. So 98.47 at 8 o'clock, that's 4 hours. So that's right at 25 bucks an hour. So now this $4 order ain't gonna help that average, but we'll take it and keep on trucking. So I'm here at McDonald's. I'm gonna run in and grab this. We'll be right back. All right, guys, this one says 8:19, and we got a 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. And I keep knowing that I need to switch over to dashing in the dark. I may just have to do it mid-video. So we'll try to get it at the end of this one. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a quick, I'm just gonna hit pause and we'll knock that out.
Drive southwest on Military Road.
Oh, this thing's 8 minutes. I thought it said it was only like 2 miles. I had some bait and switch going on there with DoorDash on that one. It says it's 3 miles, but I'm like, what? But, oh well, it's alright. Wow, this video is getting up there. Well, it's, you know, I've been known to do 2-hour plus videos, but I've been trying to keep them down below an hour as of late, but it gets sneaky. It just means less rambling, right? Trying to hit pause in between while I'm driving around instead of just talking about stuff. But where's the fun in that, right? So anyway, I'm gonna be there in 7 minutes. We're gonna hit pause, we're gonna wrap up this video, and we're going to go to rambling in the we're gonna go to dashing in the dark after that. So I will be right back. Alright guys, we are officially ending this, but we just made $4.50. That was offer 9 out of 9. Oh, I hate this thing, alright? It just disappeared. So I know it put us over 100 bucks. I'm just gonna go to the home screen and see where we're at. I feel like we're at like 102 or something like that. I can't see the earnings anymore unless I'm on an order. And anyway, all right. So yeah, that was 450. It should have put us at about 102 and some change. My ratings right now are at, my overall Dasher rating is at 93 out of 100. My acceptance rate is up to 91. We're 29 out of 30 possible points. So it's hard to get 30 out of 30 because you got to be, I don't know what the breaking point is. Maybe at 96 or something. I don't know. My completion rate is at 100. Let me see before I pull out here. My on time is at 94. Let's see what this one was. Yeah, I was at 93 before, I think. Or I don't know what I was at. But McDonald's and the taco place, it said late by 1 minute picking it up, early by 1 minute delivering the taco place, that I made $24, and it took me 25 minutes to complete. But yeah, it was $24. That was a good deal. Almost $1 a minute. If I could do that on the regular, right? McDonald's was picked up 1 minute early and delivered 2 minutes early, so I was surprised. So yeah, but we are 9 out of 9 at 8:20. Wow. So 4 hours and 10-15 minutes max. We're at 102. Other ratings that don't really change, I still have 4.99 and 100% on my quality. So as of Monday night, we finished up with 3,188 lifetime deliveries. So yeah, that's where we're at, and we're gonna see. Our goal for Monday, Wednesday, Friday is 120 per night. We're already at 102 with a little bit less than 2 hours to go. So hopefully we can get the next 20 bucks or so in the next 2 hours. So be sure to check the Dashing in the Dark episode that's coming up. It'll be out tomorrow. So much appreciated for you guys. Hit the like and subscribe. And I haven't mentioned it tonight. Anything you can help us out with, Amazon, we got a link in the description. My daughter has some Japanese hoodies and Japanese t-shirts. She's living in Japan without a job right now. So go into a language school. Any little bit helps. If you like her design, she designed these. I put them on the shirts. They drop ship directly to your house. So every little bit helps. So check those out. And yeah, much appreciated for you guys watching. Be safe out there. Tell your kids you love them. Bye.